Hey guys, what's up? That JRPG Bro here, and we're jumping back into our Let's Play for Ghost of Tsushima, the new Game Plus mode here on our PlayStation 4 Pro right now, and we're doing a lot of the side quests right now throughout the game. We really do want to try to do as much as the story as possible in this game. There's a decent amount of main storyline quests as well as side quests. I don't want to give you an exact amount. I want to say there's like 40 or so quests, and like we saw last time, we did about 4 or 5 of them in a short time period, so it's not like these side quests are insanely long as a whole. We don't have to worry about, 4 or 5 hours going away to just doing side quests, and we can mix and match. If we really wanted to just see the main story, we could just kind of push forward with the main story and then go and do the side quests when we have free roam mode. That's a cool thing about open world titles, is that they do have a free roam mode, which is amazing. At the same time, free roam mode though, also, if you guys are like me, when you play an open world game, by the time you finish the main story, you're doing the main story and a little bit of extra throughout your playtime. You're gonna kind of be tired of the game, and you're not gonna want to do anything in free roam. You're gonna be like, pop the disc out, uninstall if it's a game you're not a huge fan of. That's the big problem with these free roam games. I don't mind it as much. That's why I kind of try to do everything that I want to do while I'm going through the story. That is imperative, in my opinion, is going through the main storyline and doing all the side stuff as well. And I know that kind of rubs people the wrong way. And we do that more when if we're playing a game for the first time. That's why we're not going to really do a lot of open world games on the channel here, guys. Because you know what, the open world games, they do kind of rub people the wrong way from time to time. I'm not going to lie. I enjoy them, but they're not my favorite type of game. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, I'm going to play this game followed by this game for this game. You get worn out. Open world fatigue is a real thing, guys. Not kidding. I feel like you get that every once in a while, because I went from The Witcher 3 and did not feel fatigued at all to Persona 5 Royal to Final Fantasy 7 Remake back into a new game plus for Persona 5 Royal. And those games are not open world by any means other than The Witcher is, but we did Ghost of Tsushima. We played Marvel's Spider-Man on the PS4, and this is our first time playthrough. And then we played Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning, and at that point I was like, man, I'm a little, worn out from, open world gaming. And when we're doing this right now, we kind of came from Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning, which took us a long time to play. By the way, I couldn't get us into that game as I did last time. Last time I loved the game. I feel like that wasn't as big of an improvement. If you guys are curious about my thoughts on that game, I do have a review posted a little while back. We're going to be doing reviews for most of the games we play as well, giving us our kind of final thoughts and kind of wrapping up the whole segment on the game too. We're going to be posting a review for Ghost of Tsushima when we finish this playthrough as well. You guys have been hearing me. I've been saying how much I love this game. I absolutely love this game.
Mother spent her last weeks in the hot springs. Even then, she'd never get her hair wet.
So like I said, we're not going to focus heavily on doing all this side stuff. If I came across something like we just did with the hot springs, we'll go ahead and do that. But right now, let's get this side quest going.
Help me.
What is it?
I have to get to a camp in the woods, occupied by people who are seriously ill. They need a healer.
The area's overrun with bandits and Mongols.
Yes, I'll need protection.
I can get you there. But this sickness concerns me. You're sure you can fight it?
Sickness isn't something you fight. It's something you have to care for.
If the people are as ill as you say, we should leave now. Stop the sickness before it spreads.
Thank you, my lord. How did you survive the battle at Komoda?
It was thanks to a woman, Yuna. She rescued me from the beach. Nursed me back to health.
She sounds like a gifted healer.
She's one of the bravest people I know. I wouldn't be here without her.
My mother did the same for me. As a boy, I was always sick. But through her knowledge of herbs, she made me strong. She's the reason I'm a healer. Wait, I think I see something up ahead.
Good eye. Stay back. Let me handle it.
So this is an interesting side quest. It's not one of my favorites, but it's not one I absolutely like abhor. I don't mind doing it. It's just kind of frustrating as a whole because this is actually one of the longer ones. I'm vaguely remembering some of these side quests. I know we played this about 3-4 months after the initial game came out, after our initial playthrough, so some things are kind of coming back slowly. It's not one of those games where I'm inherently, well versed in. This isn't like Persona, where I've played those games multiple times over the years, mainly 4 and 5, by the way, where I can kind of give you guys the ins and outs and almost play it blindfolded. Even though it's funny, I talk about playing Persona games with a guide. A lot of people, there's current memes about it, but if you follow the guides in those games, you'll be able to get everything you want to see.
You shouldn't be traveling here alone.
We had to leave our farmstead, my lord. Everyone there is sick.
What brought it on?
Spirits. Our ancestors are punishing us.
We gave the Mongols our food instead of fighting back. When they left, everyone grew ill.
Now our home is cursed.
There's an inn just down the road. You should be safe there.
It's much too dangerous outside. Get indoors and stay there. Thank you. I only hope the spirits don't follow us. Quite a butcher with that sword.
What would you have done with the bandits?
In my experience, firm but polite words go a long way.
You have experience with bandits, then?
I just think one should try to resolve a problem peacefully before resorting to violence.
Spoken like a healer. You chose the right occupation.
And like I said, this is one of those longer quests where we're kind of going around here following this guy.
Peter! Thank goodness you're here.
Romeo, what is it?
What's wrong?
It's my son. I think he ate something poisonous.
Take me to him.
What about those suffering at the camp? We've already delayed.
It will only take a moment.
I'll help. Perhaps we can make this quick.
Thank you, my lord.
So this girl's boy is sick, her child, so we have to figure out what's going on here and what caused it, essentially. I don't get why these NPCs just open and close the door so
I
quickly.
wish I knew. We have no food.
I'll see if I can find what it was.
Thank you, my lord.
So we got to find out what caused this. So we got to kind of tap into our, I'm going to call it ghost vision. It's not like ghost vision as much.
Nothing but boiled water.
Yeah, we're going to press that button. It's going to go all, monochromatic.
Ice basket's empty.
We're going to be able to figure things out here. So it's not the rice, it's not the water. So obviously we're going to go outside. Now, I still don't like the fact that the door opens the door so slightly. I guess it's just the way that the door is.
Just straw.
Obviously there's something around here that this dude ate.
Wild mushrooms. Half eaten. This must be it. I should tell Hanaoka.
This kid's a dumbass eating wild mushrooms. We don't know shit about the mushrooms at this point in time.
Did you find anything?
Half-eaten mushrooms.
You fool! You know better.
He must have eaten them out of desperation.
I can make an antidote, but I need river moss.
Stay with him. I'll find the moss.
I'm just going to take the window. I don't feel bad. Taking the window versus taking the door, I think that's a better case. We'll get out quicker. We'll do what we need to do a lot faster. So we got to go over the river here. Obviously, the game's going to kind of tell us where we have to look. It's not going to tell us exactly where the river moss is. We kind of have to... We kind of have to use our ghost vision, so to speak, to find exactly where it is and everything like that. We're not going to be saying, here's the river moss. It doesn't, the game doesn't work like that. And of course, you know, it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be a portion of the quest without being attacked by wild animals or anything in general. I think that's all of them. I don't know. We're going to put our sword away. We're going to do a cool little animation there. I like how they do that. That's got to hurt, though. When they clean the blade, the blood off the blade, I got to wonder if that, like, if they ever cut themselves. I wonder if that part of their armor is a special, I don't want to say product or a special material that kind of allows them to just wipe the blood off. That's just weird. Like, I don't think that's something I would ever consider doing myself if I was a samurai. I'd be like, no, I'm just gonna have the blood. I'm gonna grab this rag here and do that. To me, that makes more sense.
My lord, did you find the moss?
Here it is.
Homeo, listen carefully. Crush this moss, add it to a cup of water, and bring to a boil. Have him drink the mixture, and he should be fine by tomorrow morning.
Those at the camp need us now.
Yes. Let's go.
Thank you for saving my son.
I hope that door recovers.
You know,
I feel bad.
That man's symptoms were the same as the couple from the farmstead. Achy, vomiting, labored breathing.
Symptoms of poisoning. You think the farmstead was poisoned?
I'm almost sure of it. In which case, I'll need tubers to treat them. The moss was fine for that man, but the tubers are stronger. They grow at a nearby pond.
Let's be quick.
So it looks like we came to this conclusion because we helped that kid that it's probably poisoning. That's going to be interesting to see that someone poisoned the well. That worries me.
I'm right by the pond.
Would you like to talk to them? Ask them politely to move?
I'll leave this to your discretion, my lord.
So it looks like it's time for us. We have to actually fight these Mongols. That's going to be a fun experience here. We're going to have to take out these Mongols and fight them. Needless to say, it's not something I'm looking forward to doing as a whole because, it's fighting Mongols. Not that it's like something I don't like doing. It's just that I'm going to try to sneak around here. There's a decent amount of them. I'm ready to go into a standoff here. And I'm not the best when it comes to standoffs. In case you guys are wondering, I am not the greatest standoff fighter in the game. We'll do okay for a few tries, and then we'll go right into not being very good. And like I said, if you're actually wearing the right armor piece and you have that fully upgraded, we can do up to 5. That's right, 5 standoff kills, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually is. If you get into an enemy encounter with like 6 or 7 people, and even less, you could wipe out everybody in a single standoff, which is actually really cool. Now, that's if you really trust your standoff prowess. Of course, you could be someone who's very not insanely confident with their standoff prowess, like myself. I'm not the best standoff person. I will admit that openly, if anyone is wondering. But, we kind of, play it by ear. So right now we got to take out all these Mongols here. There's still a decent amount of them. I don't know why it's taking us so long. I thought there was less. I don't know if they increased the amount of enemies that are spawning due to the difficulty of the game. Because it's New Game Plus, so we're playing on that New Game Plus difficulty. Who knows? Constantly having to switch back and forth between our weapons, our sword style. There's not, unlike like Devil May Cry where it's weapons, this is sword styles, which is interesting. And yeah, that should take care of everybody. So we just gotta. Where is this guy going? Are we supposed to just follow him right now? Now he's getting the stuff we need to take care of the poison. I wasn't sure what he was doing. At first I was like, is he just going to ride past me and absolutely ignore me? But no.
You found the tubers.
Yes. Thanks to you, I'm able to harvest them. It's just watching you, I can't help but wonder if you enjoy the violence.
I kill only to protect our people. I think about that every time I reach for my sword.
Of course. I'm sorry, my lord.
Let's go heal those who need it.
Definitely a rude thing there to kind of be like, hey, you like to kill. Well, I'm a samurai. I mean, let's be real here. I don't like to kill, but it's part of my job description, unfortunately. It's an unfortunate circumstance of my sense of employment. We'll leave it at that. It's definitely unfortunate, to say the least. But Now we kind of have to go back and check out what's going on over at the camp here. Like I said, some of these quests kind of bother me to an extent, and this is one of them that I'm not the biggest fan of. Our major story missions are all fantastic, and I gotta give Sucker Punch a lot of credit for putting together a game like this. I think there's videos now out there that Sony has put out through like their PlayStation channels or whatnot.
The camp should be just ahead.
Of the making of the game, how they did some of this awesome stuff, and I definitely recommend checking it out because this game, I've always been curious how they do certain things in games. I really am.
How long has she been sick?
Ever since the Mongols came by our farmstead,
What did she eat?
we had no food. Just water from the well. I'm sorry. She's gone. If only I'd gotten here sooner.
You did your best.
But maybe if I hadn't delayed, with that couple and that man.
If we hadn't stopped, those people would be dead. You also wouldn't have figured out these people were poisoned.
Perhaps. But I still don't know how.
That man said his wife had nothing but water from the well.
And we know people started getting sick after the Mongols left.
They must have polluted the well.
A contaminated water source would spread sickness like wildfire.
But it's treatable?
Yes, the tubers will see to it.
Then help those you can.
Thank you, my lord. You have saved many lives.
And that concludes that side mission there, A Healer's Touch. Like I said, some of these side missions are interesting. They're definitely, the tales, they definitely have that interest level there as a whole, in my opinion. Now, at the same point in time, there are some that are maybe not as fascinating or whatnot. As we kind of fast forward here, we're getting ready for yet another side quest. This one's called Honor Buried Deep. I think we're still in that first section of the map, which is the southernmost point out of the 3 islands.
Lord Sakai, a moment, please. It's important.
Yes. What is it?
Not out here, my lord. This way. My name is Hyoe. This is my shop.
Are you trying to sell me something?
Oh, no, my lord. Here should be fine. No one's listening.
Tell me what this is about.
My neighbor, Haruo. He's acting suspicious. He sneaks out of town at sunset. Gone for hours. Comes back at dawn. Last night I followed him. He went to a burnt-out house by the cemetery and met bandits there.
Bandits? That can't be good. I'll find this house and learn what they're up to. Thank you, Hyoe.
Of course, my lord.
So I'm not like 100% sure what we're supposed to do in this specific side mission here, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny that I have no idea what we're doing. So we have to investigate the cemetery, which in and of itself sounds a little on the creepy side. Definitely not something a normal person would do under any circumstance. I mean, who wakes up in the morning and says, hey, let's go investigate the cemetery? I think some crazy shit is going down there. Obviously, this guy is telling us something crazy is going on at the cemetery. I don't know. That just seems weird to me, but we're going to make our way over to the cemetery here after my little cemetery rant. It's actually a bit of a ways away. Now, I don't think there's like a fast travel place for us to go to get there faster. Obviously, it seems like it's pretty far, but, you know, we can actually travel pretty quickly and pretty far on foot right away, which is fantastic to say the least. I have a bad feeling about this, though. I think something bad is going to happen. As do most of these like missions in the game, something terrible is going to happen. It's inevitable at this point in time. And keep in mind, our character is very overpowered for this portion of the game in terms of the story. Even if we were playing on regular difficulty, by which I mean like the regular, like, you know, non-New Game Plus. If we were doing New Game only, some of the stuff we have, we wouldn't have at this point in the game. We wouldn't have the armor we're wearing. We wouldn't have a lot of these abilities unless you're someone who can find a way to magically grind out all these ability points that you earn throughout the game. And, you know, taking over all the, I guess we'll call them, like, you know, the areas, territories, and whatnot. You have to liberate all those territories to get skill points to level up and get new stances. So unless you're a grinder like I did, I grinded out all of them in this one area. In my first playthrough, that was my number one priority. It's like, let me take care of all the territories and all the side stuff, then we'll take care of the actual game storyline in that area. And that's how I actually play these games. That's how I play an Assassin's Creed game. That's how I play games that are like, you know, you go into a new territory and it gives you a list of things like, you know, there are 7 treasures, 5 side quests, and 2 mystery dysteries that we have to solve. That is my number one priority when I get into a new area in any video game. I know that sounds weird. I know that's like crazy for me to say that, but that is what we do in a first playthrough. Now, since we're doing New Game Plus, I want to focus on the story. I've emphasized that. Story. Story is the most important thing, and this game has an amazing story, and I think it needs to be highlighted. So we're just about at the cemetery. Let's see what's going on.
The merchant in Azamo said his neighbor met bandits here. Seems deserted. I'll have a look around. Old bandages. Not much blood. Minor wounds. Someone's meal. Eaten recently. Lots of ashes. Campfire's been used many times. The merchant was right to be suspicious. Need a place to hide. Wait for the merchant's neighbor and his bandit friends to return.
Any trouble getting out of Hazamo?
No, but I saw Mongols on the roads. I think they're looking for us.
We should hurry. What did you bring this time?
The statue of Inari.
Oh, that's valuable. I'm surprised the Mongols didn't take it.
Let's bury it with the rest.
Thieves. Need to see where they take things.
Keep your eyes open for trouble.
So right now we're going to have to follow this group. We're going to have to be stealthy about it. We have to definitely be very sneaky in regards to finding these people here. We don't want to kind of give away our position yet. There's obviously a certain point where we're going to have to. This is not it yet. So we're going to kind of try to stay above them, by which I mean we're going to stay on higher elevated ground. We're going to have the high ground. Unlike Anakin, it's over. I know we want to get to a certain point, and I don't know if this is it. We do want to wait for this. Okay. We got the Mongol riders going by us. I do have this really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach about this here.
Let's go.
We were lucky. They caught poor Tamon out on the road.
The patrols are getting worse.
Where are they going? I feel like they're just kind of looping backwards unless they came down from like a hill. This makes no sense. I know this is all pre-programmed. Their pattern and their movement where they're going to is definitely a pre-programmed thing. But I want to know if they're going in this like a specific way, a specific direction. I definitely am a little on the confused side. But hey.
Almost there.
The sooner we're off the road, the better.
What happened to Tamon?
The Mongols impaled him on top of an ant. He screamed for an hour.
That's horrible.
Alright, so we're going to kind of have to follow these guys. I think we're at the point where we can kind of reveal ourselves, if not in a few moments here, when we catch up to them. So things are going to get a little bit more interesting and definitely a lot hairier. If that's the thing, right? Things are about to get hairier or something like that. You notice how we don't have directions anymore on the screen here.
What are they doing?
Now we're going to go observe the group, and then we're going to end up confronting the group at the same time.
Like thieves.
Hurry up. Something's not right.
Yeah. Inari is safe.
That's enough. Don't move.
Damn! I knew we'd been followed.
Wait. It's the samurai. I'm glad it's you, my lord.
That's a strange reaction from a thief.
We're not thieves. You drove the Mongols from Azamo Bay. But what if they come back to raid us? We're hiding the most important things from our shrine. Just in case.
Come quick! Wukong, you shouldn't have left the others. The Mongols found the house. Our people are trapped.
They will be killed.
How many Mongols?
I couldn't count them all.
Which of you can fight?
Me and Kihei.
You're with me. You two get in the house and protect your people.
With what?
Everything you've got.
I told you guys things were going to get a lot more interesting. We got to fight these Mongols here, and then I'll pretty much probably wrap up the storyline here for this quest. Oh my god, these guys are... I'm not very good at this right now. How many of these guys are there? Is there a decent amount? I don't know. Like I said, the combat in this game is so amazing. It's so tight. It's so sharp. And let's see. Oh man, I thought I got that guy. Sometimes I hate about games like this is where the enemies, yourself, you as a player character, you and your character and the enemy both attack at the same time, and your attack doesn't go through. Their attack takes priority. It takes precedent. I don't know why they do that. That is something that drives me absolutely crazy in a video game. It's like I'm fighting an enemy, and I put my input in. I swear I'm putting my input in first. And I know the computer doesn't do that. The computer just acts on programming. And I'm like, why is this computer getting the, opportunity to do their thing first? Why is their attack more important than mine? That drives me crazy about games like this. You don't get that kind of shit in turn-based games. You don't get that at all. Look at that kid. I know that sounds terrible to say. Oh, turn-based games, you don't have to worry about that, but that's the case. We have to be running out. We gotta be running out of these people. There's gotta be like one or two left, and that's that. Let's see. This guy. Oh, I wanted to jump on him and just impale him with my sword.
Bastards get in?
No. You kept them away.
Not us. It was Lord Sakai.
Who are these people?
Travelers fleeing the Mongols. People who lost their homes.
And you protected them.
We tried.
You're not hiding those valuables so you could steal them later.
No, my lord. We're not trying to get rich. After seeing what the Mongols have done, we only want to help.
Then help me lead these people to Azamo Bay. You'll all be safe there.
Stop! I know bandits when I see them. You're not welcome here.
They're with me. These people need shelter. Even the bandits.
My lord, they can't be trusted.
They fought to defend these people. They'll help you hold this down.
As you wish, my lord. Open the gate! Let everyone inside!
I don't know how to thank you, Lord Sakai.
Protect Azamo like you did those people.
I promise I will.
And make sure they know where to find what you buried when the Mongols are finally gone.
You can count on it. Thank you for this chance to prove myself.
This was a great place for us to call it a break for today. Guys, thanks so much for watching our Let's Play for New Game Plus Ghost of Tsushima. My name is that JRPG Bro. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. You guys liking this game? You hating the game? You want to see me play anything else? Any suggestions? Let me know down in the comment section. We'll see what we can do. I'll see you guys next time. We got more Ghost of Tsushima coming up. You see, we still have some side quest stuff to take care of, and we also have some main storylines we're going to start working on soon. So don't go anywhere.
That's my Sora.